Well, with huge disappointment, Arteta has issued a warning to his players. Not directly, but if I do look at the statements he put out when Arsenal lost 2 points against Everton, obviously he is like sounding a warning to them and he's totally disappointed. Welcome to the Football News Show, and this is the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun for everything that you're really going in through. And it's a Sunday. Obviously we are heading towards Christmas, 10 days to Christmas from where I am. So Mono Gadgets are really the hugest sponsors of this channel, and if at all you feel like you want to be part of us, go ahead and really put in a very huge shift in there for you. And call them on +256 70 9988 665, and they'll obviously provide you with latest phones, and laptops, even if you want used phones and used laptops. And for your more information, they're not from Kampala, Uganda, they are from United Kingdom. Call them on that number and you'll thank me later. Even if you want affordable smartwatches, they are really responsible for that. So I sign out for that ad, and let's obviously get into the story of the day. Mikel Arteta was asked on how he felt when Arsenal drew 0-0 with Everton. He said, I feel very disappointed not to win the game, because obviously if there is a team that deserved to win, there is only one, which is Arsenal. We gave nothing away, no shots conceded, dominated our play, not allowed them to run, no set pieces, high press, excellent. We got them there, we generated the chances, but the last 2 meters was missing to score goals, which is what you have to do with all the dominancy, because we have never been able to dominate it that way. But at the end, you have to try to generate the highest winning probability. Now that you have to try, now that you draw the game, you want more. Even if we win it, we always want more. But I can't ask much more for the boys apart from putting the ball in the back of the net. Obviously, he's showing his dissatisfaction with these players of Arsenal, because however much for me I blame the manager, and I said it in the match reaction, that all the blame has to go to the manager. Why is it going to the manager? Because he's the main man, he's the main person responsible for he's the main guy responsible for everything that is happening into that game and what really turned around the result. It's all about the substitutions that he made, because I don't think that taking off Odegaard was really called for. That has been one of the problems I really went ahead to notice about this guy. You don't take your best player off in a game like this, and he's that player who always acts well in small pockets of space. And when you take him off, what are you left with? The answer is nothing. You get? So I think he's to blame, and he has to obviously come up and obviously tell us exactly why he took Martin Odegaard off. And I have the answer in what would be the next video coming up. Then he went ahead further to address his disappointment into this encounter, and he said, I'm very disappointed because when you do what we've done today against them, you have to win the game, but at the end, this is football. It's the hardest thing. Those last 20-25 meters, do what we have to do. Credit to them all, how they block shots. Jordan Pickford for the saves, and he's made the way for the saves that he's made, the way they defend, the desire that they defend with. But honestly, it's difficult to ask something else to the team. Individually, we can do things a little better and deliver more quality and deliver the magic moment. In the case that is necessary, yes, but that's something that is not easy. So the manager took off his best player, and I think he has the guilt with him, and he's really disappointed. And I know he won't do it any other time. You can't take Martin Odegaard off when you're really looking in for 3 points, because he's that kind of person who will obviously go ahead and obviously create a moment of magic. No other player can create a moment of magic apart from this guy, and he went ahead to obviously take him off, something that was not really called for, according to me. So, Arteta on whether magic moments can be coached, he said that's difficult. At the end, you need the spark and you need to be precise. I mean, we had the chances. This could have been 2 or 3-0, and anybody talking about it. The reality is 0-0, and they are not going to talk about all the incredible things that the team did in the game. I mean, certainly, it's not energy. When I see my team track back, it's unbelievable. Every 3 days, 70 meters, all the team is going there. So very difficult to ask them something else because they want it. So, I understand what he's really saying, but the question is, why did you take off Martin Odegaard? Because he's your best player. And he's like thinking Saka can operate in tight spaces, of which he can't. Limited in those small pockets of space, Saka cannot obviously operate to the fullest. That is it. And he's that kind of player who will obviously come up and really put in a very big shift altogether. So, Arteta has gone ahead, obviously, throw that warning and is disappointed. And I find it him being naive a little bit, because Martin Odegaard is a different kind of player at Arsenal, and you can't take him off. You get? The solution was move him a little bit further, and find means of really pushing him further, And I said this, I don't want to repeat it, yesterday, that what he had to do, you get on Jorginho, or you get on Thomas Partey to plus the CDM, get off Declan Rice, and bring in Waneri, So, Waneri is good on the ball, and you have Odegaard on the pitch, meaning that they'll create space for Waneri to obviously operate, because all attention will be on Martin Odegaard, and Waneri will obviously have a very huge goal in the mix. So I tell you that nothing will really stop this side of Arsenal from really performing badly every time they take off Martin Odegaard in games like this when they are really very demanding. You understand? So I think he has the responsibility. He has earned. I think Odegaard has earned the patience, the composure, the skill, the technique, and the mentality to obviously create a moment of magic for the club of Arsenal, like he has always gone ahead to do. And you ask the manager, if you kept him on and played 90 minutes when he had just returned against Chelsea, then why did you have to take him off when you're playing Everton? Yet we know he's a different kind of player that you have. So I think those things don't happen that way. By the way, the midfield positions are not those positions where you throw in a young player like Nwaneri to obviously operate in a game that is really very calling like that. Even the game of Newcastle, he did it. You understand? It is really very hard for him to obviously do that. So all he had to do is to really bring on Nwaneri but keep Martin Odegaard on the pitch to obviously pump in more players on the field of play. And the other thing I never really agreed with is him keeping Martinelli, and I think it was really a move in the wrong direction. So I think he's feeling the guilt, and he has disappointingly warned the Arsenal fans and really saying he's really gonna really do the needful for the club of Arsenal. So I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about those 3 statements that were put out by Mikel Arteta after his team went ahead to drop points at Everton. But it's unforgivable for Arsenal to drop 4 points when Liverpool never played against Everton. They are more 2 points up for grabs. He really got one. Yesterday Liverpool drew, and the same result came up. So it's not really holy or really rosy for the club of Arsenal. It's not a rose of roses. It's not a bed of roses, and they need to obviously rise up and obviously put in a very commanding performance in the mix. So Rokani David has been my name as usual. First video of the day. More is yet to come. Man United is playing Man City. City 1, Man United 0. So we are waiting to see. The big story is that Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho have gone ahead to be dropped by the manager. That is Ruben Amorim. So I'm waiting for your reactions into the comment section below. And this is what we call the Rokani Media Football. The football news show has officially come to an end. We wait for how we are really going to be acting in the next minutes and next coming games into the mix. So we out.